In ages now long since past, stories were told of tremendous beasts and their divine keepers. Our ancestors recorded their knowledge in the hopes that those left behind would never forget the nightmares. Few yet stand who would recall these legends, and that might warn us of the writhing serpent that encircles the seas, or the giant birds that soar in the skies above. As the sands of mortal time trickle ever onward into the final hours of our oblivion. These stories, once revered and embraced by all, have been transformed from legend and into myth. Hallowed halls where sacrificial fires once burned now lay empty and godless, standing only as stark reminders of the last will and testament of our fore-bearers. Why then do we know so little about those that shaped us from the primordial void? Where did they go, and why did they leave us behind to wallow in the darkness? Will we ever see them again? And if we do, will they forgive us our impiety and lead us back into the light? The beginning of the end was marred with tragedy. Extinct volcanoes began erupting throughout the Andes. Freak blizzards covered Europe in blankets of impenetrable snow and ice. The seas and oceans became impassable due to massive storms and giant whirlpools. Around the world, the natural order was changing. Despite calls for peace and cooperation, global political and religious leaders failed to prevent the unrest and upheaval. Riots erupted across the world as mankind prepared for the end of days. Sightings of strange, unidentifiable creatures appeared almost overnight, leading to the creation of local militias to protect the cities. At the dawn of humanity's final days, the choice remained clear. We must fight as a unified front if we were to secure our future. It was the first time in living memory where both personal and national ambitions were replaced with the essence of survival. Despite our brightest minds and steadfast resolution, it was not enough to stem the tide of defeat. City by city, the creatures marched, massacring all those that resisted. Those that survived found themselves in refugee camps that were rampant with cholera, dysentery, and typhoid. There was no hope, only despair and fear. What once were highways now lie as ruins, where the strong prey on the weak. Roaming bandits hunt stragglers down and pick clean the bodies for anything of value. Food is scarce, and those that travel these roads do so at great risk. Small groups of settlers choose to brave these conditions in search of new lands to call home. 7 months after the return, small villages have sprouted up among the ruins of ancient cities and have begun to once again flourish. Rumors exist of self-proclaimed prophets learning to speak the old languages of dead civilizations. They claim to offer new covenants with their gods and offer peace and protection in exchange for devotion. Prophets are locked in violent conflict with each other as a battle rages to determine who will be the new ruler of mankind and which gods will be in favor. While each promises prosperity to those that follow them, there is no safety. And it is clear now, the battle for humanity has just begun.